up? It has been a while, right? It's been a while. It's been a month and 3 days since we last came here together to convene and talk and feel those feels. I truly have missed you guys. Woo! That's all I can say. Shit has been cray cray, a little crazy. But not really, life has just been doing its thing and I've been flowing in it, to be honest with you. Um, I've been busy. I've been busy working on projects and doing things to make my craft better. I have been working, and on my personal businesses, not just my day job. So I've been feeling really good about how I'm using my energy. You know what I mean? Um, the last 3 weeks, I have been off from work for my day job as an IT technician, and I have been resting. I have been resting. I've been resting. Like, that has felt so great to just rest because usually I'm always on the fucking go and it's tiring, it's draining, it's exhausting because I didn't know how to balance everything. You know what I'm saying? So the last month I've made it like priority and made it my business and kept it at the front of my mind and intentionally have been practicing um, learning how to keep a balance between work, rest, and play, right? Usually I put too much into one of those things and it's completely unbalanced. Like I'll give 100% to work and then there's no play and no rest at all. Or I'll give 100% to rest and then my work starts to suffer and then there's no play. You know what I'm saying? I'm not enjoying life. So, yeah, I've been finding the balance in making sure I'm putting good energy into good energy and enough energy and the needed energy into work. That's my personal work, and projects, my personal businesses, and, my day job. And then rest, making sure I give the proper and needed time to rest. And I don't just mean going to bed, I also mean like taking time to sit my ass the fuck down and do nothing because I get to do that. You know what I'm saying? You get to do that. We deserve to do that. We get to do that shit. We get to rest. We get to rest. So I've been taking time to, or making sure I put time into that. And then making sure I put time into play, into enjoying life and just being present. You know what I'm saying? And enjoying my time here on this earth. Like, it's not just to work myself to death. I'm not here to just work myself to death. And I'm not just here to sleep the days away. So, I'm here to also enjoy my time. So, oh my goodness, it's been great finding that balance. It's been fun and I'm keeping and holding myself accountable. And yeah, so I cannot wait to I can't wait to unveil and roll out and deliver all of the things that I've been working on for you guys, for everyone, for all of the divine, all of my beautiful tribe, all of my beautiful divine as fuck women and men. It feels good. It feels good. This productivity feels good. This forward motion feels good. It feels good, y'all. Anyways, How are you guys doing? You know, I have to ask, how are you doing? How are you feeling emotionally? How are you feeling mentally? How are you feeling spiritually? How are you feeling physically in your body? Does your back hurt? Does your neck hurt? Get up, stretch, move your body, shake your ass some. You know what I'm saying? Get that sacral chakra loose. Get up and shake your ass. Turn on some music when you get done listening to this podcast. Since you're already on a music platform, turn on your favorite song and shake your ass. So, yeah, I want to know how you guys are doing. Check in, follow me on Instagram, drop a comment. I don't know my Instagram name, but I'm gonna drop it in the show notes. But yeah, um, let me know how y'all doing. Drop a comment. Follow me on Instagram and drop a comment, okay? Because I really want to know how you guys are doing. I really give a fuck. I really care. So, the new year is coming up, and that's crazy, right? I'm sipping my tea. I'm drinking detox tea and wild clover honey because, to be honest with you, I've been eating crazy. I've been eating absolutely crazy, and my body is rejecting all of that shit. So it's time for me to go back vegan. I know for a fact my body does this when it has had a fuck enough. And then I go vegan, I get my body, back right and regulated. And then I start eating wings again because wings have me in a chokehold, okay? I am the ultimate foodie. I like to eat everything damn near. I want the tacos. I want the burgers, but not the beef burgers. I want the turkey burgers and the chicken burgers. I want the chicken sandwiches. I want all the wings with all the sauce, okay? Give me all the sauces. Give me the choices of the sauces. And I want to dip my wings in some sauce too. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry, y'all. I be hungry. I like to eat. But I need to chill the fuck out because my body is like, all right, I'm gonna need you to get it to fucking together. So yeah, and I believe there's a balance. You know what I'm saying? I do eat clean and healthy. I mostly cook, but I do be getting takeout wings because, like I said, wings have me in a chokehold. Whatever. Fry it hard, please. All flats. but like I said, I just been being super wild lately, just like not eating as clean as I usually do. So I need to find a balance in that. Like everything in balance, right, y'all? This upcoming year, let's try to be intentional with finding balance in every area of our life, every single area, right? This morning I woke up and like normal, I went into meditation, right? And something just, I don't know, like came over me while I was meditating. And I just said out loud in a like, I don't know, in a way that's like, holy shit. And I said, you can do this shit. You can do this shit. You can do this shit. All of the things that you aspire to do and to be, you can fucking do it. You can. I struggle to find balance sometimes, in my life with different things. Um, and it's not, sometimes it's totally out of whack. Sometimes it's not as off balance, you know what I mean? But there's never a even flow. And so my goal this year is to intentionally work to find balance in every part of my life every day. Like wake up and keep it at the front of my mind to stay balanced in whatever I'm doing or have to do. I am making sure that I give myself grace in this journey because, that's what we must do. Give ourselves grace all the time. But I can do it. I can't do it. Anything that I set my mind to do, I can do. And I want us to keep that at the front of our minds coming into this new year as well. And it's not just all about, oh, in the new year in the new year I'm going to. No, we can do it now. Absolutely. I'm not saying that I'm waiting. I'm just saying that in this new year, let's make this shit happen. Like, let's do this shit for real. Now, this is kind of what I wanted to discuss today. New Year's resolutions, right? Instead of using the phrase New Year resolution, I want to use the phrase New Year manifestations. So I wrote it down in my manifestation journal. New Year manifestations right at the top, and I put the date of which I started writing, right? And my ancestors told me to do a New Year's reading, which I want to offer to you all. I will be posting this on Instagram and Facebook. By the time you guys are able to play episode 3, all of the information as far as how you can get a New Year reading from me will be posted on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all that good stuff. I'll have a way for you to book time with me and get those New Year readings for $22.22. 222222222. So the reason I'm charging $22.22 is because 2 is a very powerful number in numerology, and it has a very powerful spiritual meaning. 2 is all about balance, which I just talked about briefly at the beginning of this episode. 2 is all about balance. It's all about prosperity. It's all about peace and harmony. And those are things that I would like for us to usher into our new year. You know what I mean? And keep that number in mind and, start activating that number. And it's funny because the reading that I did for the new year as a collective. Now, this is collective energy. This is like ancestors. What should be, what messages do you have for me to give to the collective, everyone going into this new year? You know what I mean? What footnotes do you want to give us? What do you want us to focus on? Do you understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll get into the reading, but in the reading, it spoke about staying in balance. And that's crazy to me because that has been all that I've been working on the last month, like I said. So the way everything lined up was absolutely perfect. And I was actually given the number 2222 by my ancestors and have been seeing 222 on the clock a hell of a lot. The master builder number 22 represents creativity and balance. Again, 222 is the number of harmony, unity, maturity. And then 2222 symbolizes peace, femininity, and partnerships, okay? 2 is also linked to spiritual enlightenment as well. So yeah, all of that shit I want. All of that shit I want for us, all of us. You know what I'm saying? Those are beautiful blessings to usher into our lives. You know what I mean? So that's basically why I'm charging $22.22. Anyhow, let me sip this tea. My tea is cold now. I'm so mad about that. But so let me walk you all through the reading. I'm going to start from the very beginning and walk you guys through the end. The same flow of how I pulled the cards, okay? In order. The message from the universe, from God, from our ancestors, of the energy that we are to bring into this new year, what we are to manifest and cultivate, is stepping into our life purpose like we fucking belong there. Do you know what I mean? Really stepping into that shit. and not being afraid and not dimming ourselves down, really stepping into our life's purpose like a fucking boss and being unapologetic and taking up the space that we're supposed to take up. When we discover our life's purpose, then we begin to have a passion to live. And then not only do we begin to have a passion to live, but we begin to have a passion to start living life more abundantly. We start to have thoughts like, I deserve this. And guess what? It is our purpose in life to live abundant. It is our purpose in life to have an abundant life. We also have our life's purpose on what we were called to do here on this earth. Our heart passion, our heart's work, right? Going into this new year, let's start planning. That was in the cards too. We have to take action this year. No more sitting on your passions. No more sitting on it. No more sitting on it. We have to take action. You can do this because not taking action is blocking the door to a more abundant life, and it's causing us to miss opportunities, and it's blocking our manifestations. And why haven't we been taking action? Out of fear, right? Mostly out of fear. I want to know, what would you do if you knew you would not fail? I love that question. What would you do if you knew you would not fail? If you knew that this shit was solid, if I do this, it's going to take the fuck off. If I do this, I know for a fact that it is going to set my life up for abundance. If I do this, I know for a fact that it's going to be successful. What would that be? What would you do? What if we gave ourselves a chance to succeed? Not taking action is not giving ourselves a chance to fail or succeed. We're so afraid of the failure part. We're not even allowing ourselves to even try. When I pulled the cards, I literally pulled 3 cards concerning taking action and warning against not taking action. One of the cards basically says that we need to have a practical plan, meaning it can't just be a dream that we're sitting on, okay? It can't just be a dream. It can't just be a hope. It starts as that, absolutely. We have to have the dream and the hope. That's the vision. But the vision needs a plan. What do you need to do and how do you need to plan for this success, for this life's purpose, for this abundance? Even if you don't know like the full A to Z plan, start with A to B, one step at a time. But let's get active. Let's really start doing this shit. It could be anything. In my mind, how this reading resonated with me is me concerning my businesses. You know what I mean? Um, but this could be pertaining to anything that you feel is your life's purpose, that you feel is something that you would do if you knew you wouldn't fail. But as for me, some of the things that I need to do as far as taking action towards the things that I feel are my life's purposes is learning to encourage myself. That's a hard one. That's a hard one for me sometimes. I feel like I need somebody or something to motivate me when it needs to be me. It has to come from the inside. It literally has to come from me. Because if I wait around for something or somebody to motivate me, I will never fucking do it. I'm telling you right now, that's how I am. I will not do it. If somebody is like, girl, let's get up and go work out. This is a poor example because I love working out and I'll do that anyway, but just to, you know, get the point across. If someone is like, girl, let's get up and go work out at the ass crack of dawn, I am for it. I'm ready. I'm about to put on my cutest fucking outfit and we about to go fucking run at the ass crack of dawn. But if it's just me and I'm like, all right, Asia, you're going to get up at the ass crack of dawn and you're going to go run. And then the morning comes and that alarm goes off at 4 a.m. And I'm like, you know what? I am not about to do this shit. I am tired as fuck. And I'm about to lay in this cozy ass bed and flip my pillow over to the cold side, right? I need to learn to motivate myself better. I think we could all stand a lesson in that. Some people are better at it than others. But the way my chart is set up, it's not for me. It is not for me. The way my chart is set up, I need to do extra work and being better at motivating myself, to be honest with you. But yes, we have to take action. We got to make a plan. We have to be strategic, strategy, action, planning. We must do that. That's going to be a key factor or key factors in how we are going to move into alignment of stepping into our life's purpose or purposes. In the cards for 2023, there is a lot of happiness. There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of union. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of partnership. This could be relationships. This could be business partnerships. This can be friendships. There's a lot of that here because there's been a lot of healing that has been done in 2022. And again, this is just not just my personal reading. This is a collective reading. So if it resonates, take it as it applies. If it doesn't, then, that's okay because it is a collective energy reading, okay? So everything is not going to resonate. If it doesn't resonate, let that shit go. You feel me? Yes, there's a lot of accomplishments here in these cards for 2023. I see a lot of goals being met, a lot of things being accomplished, a lot of gratitude being had. There's going to be a lot of things to have gratitude for in this upcoming year. And the reason why there's going to be more to have gratitude for is because all of the things that we went through in 2022 taught us how to have more gratitude. And the more gratitude you have, the more you will attract things in your life that you can be or have gratitude for. You understand? So this sun card was one of the first cards that I pulled, and that's the happiest card in tarot. That's the most blessed and abundant card in tarot. There's a lot of love here in the cards. One of the cards is giving Capricorn energy. Capricorns are hard ass workers. They are very dedicated. When you see Capricorn energy, definitely know and understand that you are about to attract hella money. Capricorns are very ambitious, they're very determined, and they're very strong workers. It's very easy for them to acquire money. So that's the energy here. Literally pulled a Capricorn card. I pulled the Nine of Pentacles. This is money gaining. This is financial independence. This is personal pursuits, accomplishments. Like the cards don't lie. They really don't. Even in this card, this Nine of Pentacle cards, the woman here looks luxurious. She got jewelry on. She has a crown on. Like, come on, let's step into this energy. I pulled several cards concerning being in a more healed space, a happier space. This sun card speaks to me. The next set of cards I pulled gave the message for us to understand that we are safe. That is, like I said, is really crazy because a lot of these things I have started to work on just by natural way of the universe guiding me to do so. But I have been saying the mantra, I am safe. I am safe and my children are safe. And I say it over and over again. If I start to feel feelings of uneasiness, if I start to have thoughts of the past and things that I've been through, especially from my childhood, and I even tell my inner child that you are safe. You are safe. You are safe. You are safe. I can't explain what it does to my spirit or for my spirit and for my emotions and how it settles me, but it does. And try it, please. It gave the message of us making sure that we keep in mind and understand that we are safe. We're okay. We're safe. Rest in that. And once we start to understand that and wrap our minds around that and even state it to ourselves and declare it to ourselves, it starts to change the energy in our lives. And it puts us in a energy space of safety because we're speaking that into our lives. I feel like all of the shit that we worked on in 2022, like all of the work we put in on ourselves in 2022 has been brought to completion. We've accomplished what we were working on. And in 2023, we're now living in it. We no longer have to work to be it or to get it or to heal it or to whatever because we're walking in it now, if that makes sense. The next set of cards I pulled was interesting. We need to start using our intuition more. I literally pulled 3 cards concerning not using our intuition or our intuition being out of balance. We have to do better with trusting our intuition this year and going with our gut, tapping in with spirit, literally trusting our intuition. The more we trust our intuition, the stronger it gets because we're giving power to it. The more we trust our intuition, the stronger it gets because we're exercising it and we're strengthening it and we're putting more faith and belief into it. And the more you put more faith and belief into something, the stronger it'll get, the more it'll grow. So we have to do better with using our intuition this year, trusting ourselves. It's okay to trust ourselves. We need to trust ourselves. We are more than equipped with what we need to succeed. If it feels right to your soul, do it. Pay attention to signs and messages from God and from our ancestors. Tap in with spirit and tap in with yourself because that's also going to strengthen your intuition and your ability to sense. Communicate more with spirit is also a message here. We need to communicate more with God. We need to communicate more with spirit. We need to communicate more with our ancestors. That's going to allow for our third eye to become more open. Let's be mindful to trust our intuition and to continue to keep our intuition strengthened by keeping that open communication with God and with our ancestors and with our spirit team. This next set of cards talks about balance. It talks about balance between our mind and our rest. And then I pulled this Saturn return card. And just like a brief summary of this planet and what it means in astrology, right? It says Saturn is all about your moral obligations and authority. It comes up in the way you handle responsibility, create boundaries, and do other adulting activities in life. So I pulled the Angel of Balance card, and the cards surrounding Angel of Balance were the things that we need to make sure that we're keeping in balance this year. There's heavy emphasis on the balancing of our mind. So with this message being here in the cards, let's definitely make sure that we are doing what we need to do to keep our mind in balance because really that's where everything starts. I remember when I was in church in high school, there was a book by Joyce Myers called Battlefield of the Mind. And I never read it, I only heard about it. But just the title alone, like, that's a strong phrase there. Our mind is literally a battlefield. And so we need to make sure that we keep that in balance at all times. For me, that seems like a lot to try to keep in balance. But then that's when we have to make sure that we allow space for grace for ourselves, and we allow space for some fuck ups. And then we get up and try again and try again and try again and make sure that we're taking everything one step at a time, day by day, right? Now, the next set of cards that I pulled was a little alarming to me, but not really, because Spirit began to explain why these cards were pulled. But basically, these cards pointed to energy in our life that we had to separate ourselves from here in 2022. This is energy of betrayal, energy of deceit, energy of backstabbing. In this card, there's literally swords being stabbed in this person's back. I know that sounds really like really dramatic, but yeah, this is the card. Um with this energy that we had to cut off in 2022, and the lessons that we had to learn concerning the energies that we had to cut off in 2022. It taught us how to move differently. It taught us how to guard our space. It taught us how to be more intuitive on the energies that we allow to be around us. You also gain a deeper sense of self-worth. You realize, like, these people or situations aren't even worthy to be in my energy space. And then you realize that they're taking the loss with no longer having access to you. And you close off their ability to have access to you because you realize that you are far more worthy than the treatment that they're offering you. So there's a beautiful lesson to be learned from experiencing that kind of hurt. And now you go forward with knowing how to protect yourself from having to experience things like that, because it does not feel good. So that set of cards ties into the very last set of cards that I pulled. And the message with this last set was very clear. We had to experience all of the transformations that we went through so that we would be able to level up to everything that God and the universe and our ancestors and our spirit team has for us in this new upcoming year. This was truly, truly our year of transformation. And transformation sucks. It does not feel good. It can be painful and it can be dark. But one thing I know for sure is that on the other side of this hard, dark, agonizing, sometimes depressing transformational period, is that there's better on the other side of that. Think about a caterpillar. Once it's time for that caterpillar to make that journey to transform, the caterpillar makes a chrysalis, a cocoon. And once a caterpillar is inside of that cocoon, it literally breaks down to nothing. It breaks down to nothing, a gelatin-like substance. How many of us have felt like we have been broken down to fucking nothing this year. Sometimes things felt so hard and things felt so unfair, and sometimes it felt like we were constantly fighting one battle after another and climbing these hard ass mountains. We were in our cocoon in 2022. We were in our chrysalis, being broken down to that gelatin like substance. But once it is time, in God's divine timing, something different comes out of that cocoon. Something way different from what first entered that cocoon. A butterfly emerges from that. Something so beautiful, getting ready to fly off into the next best thing that God has for them. We endured this transformational period. Now it's time to step into 2023 with these beautiful ass wings as a whole new, different, transformed being, getting ready to fly into all of the things that God, the universe, and our ancestors and our spirit team and the divine has for us in this new and upcoming year. This is going to be a beautiful year. I really feel that. I really truly feel that this is going to be a beautiful year. And I cannot wait to see everybody bossed up and happy and smiling and just walking in this new energy. I cannot wait to see all of the blessings that we are all about to receive. I cannot wait to see us accomplishing all of our goals in this upcoming year. Make sure we're keeping in mind to stay balanced. Make sure we're keeping in mind to honor and listen to and trust our gut and our intuition. Make sure we're keeping in mind to take action towards all that we hope to accomplish in this upcoming year. Put some action behind it, put some strategy behind it. Make sure we're keeping in mind to protect and guard our energy space with the use of our intuition. Keep focus on your life purpose, but don't forget to find the balance in staying focused on that, making sure you rest, and making sure you take time out to stop and smell the roses, to enjoy life, because we only get one life, and we're not here to be worker slaves. Thank God for all of the transformations that we had to endure in 2022, because I know that without beating level 4, we're not able to progress to level 5. So we just beat another level, and now we're leveling up, right? So, on that note, I love you guys so much. Make sure that you're stepping into this new year with good energy. You might even want to declutter your physical space, your home, your room, your bathrooms. Come into the new year with no clutter and let that be reflective of your actual energy. As I mentioned earlier, I am super excited to offer you guys New Year energy reads. I will be posting the information on how you can book time to receive a reading in my show notes. I am also going to make sure I post on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and all that good shit. I love you guys so much. And never forget, you are divine as fuck. Bye.